Ubracha from Yerushalayim. We are continuing with our series of videos dealing with Minhagim, which are particular to specific Shabbatot and Parashiyot. We are up to Parashat Shofetim in Sefer Devarim. And as you know, this parasha, among other things, deals with the appointment of a king and the laws concerning a king of Israel. In fact, the Shalishi, also on weekdays and on Shabbat, ends with Leman Ya'arich Yamim Al Mamlachto Hu Banav Bekerev Israel, a very festive occasion, national festivities, and therefore we will say Nishmat and Shaharit in Makam Ajam, which is associated with very happy occasions. In fact, we say Ajam for a wedding. Why? Because a Hatan, Domel Melech, a Hatan we compare him to a king, and therefore for these occasions we sing Makam Ajam. It's interesting to note that in many countries, even Middle Eastern countries, even though Ajam is a very European scale, you will find the national anthem. We have, for instance, the Pizmon Shir Agid on page 167, which is Salam al-Malaki in Egypt. It was the royal march and became the national anthem, Makam Ajam. For Nishmat, we have a custom, which brought down the notes of Hacham Hussein Ashar alav Shalom, that the Pizmon they use for Nishmat is a Pizmon on page 203, which is called Ya'arich Yamim Al Mamlachto. It's a beautiful, beautiful Pizmon. Fits very nicely into the Nishmat. You can go to pizmonim.org and to hear the renditions of this Pizmon and how it fits into the Nishmat from many of our Hazanim, including our esteemed Hazan, Mr. Isaac Kabaso, Borei Olam Ya'arich Yamav Batov Ushnotav B'Ne'imim. Shishi begins with Ki HaGoyim HaEle, and it ends Hetivu Asher Diberu. That's almost a consensus that's where the Shishi ends. Because this is the 7 weeks of Nehama Haftarah, we don't change the Haftarah for any reason, and the Haftarah is Anochi Anochi Hu Menachemchem. Another note is that Shofetim generally is the first week in Elul, generally speaking. And we have a minhag that beginning with the Shabbat preceding the beginning of Selihot, which could very well have possibly been Parashat Re'eh, but certainly Shofetim, we will use a tune from the Selihot for Semehim, as usually is the case, where you precede the upcoming week, the festival of the week, with the Semehim of the previous Shabbat. So here we will use the tunes from Elecha Hashem, which is at the end of Selihot, and we know that there's many tunes that we could use for Elecha Hashem, so we use this, in this case, the one for Ajam. Elecha Adonai Nasati Ayanai. So you do that for Semehim. And then every week, every Shabbat in Chodesh Elul, you will take the makam of that week and apply it to the Semehim using a tune from Elecha Hashem. Also, Va'ani Tefillati, in Chodesh Elul, we switch from the normal tunes that are used. We have 4 or 5 tunes in the Rast that the Hazanim have the option to choose whichever they want for Va'ani Tefillati. And in this case, Chodesh Elul, we switch the tune from Va'ani Tefillati to the tune of the Selihot. Va'ani Tefillati, and that will do that all the way through until Kippur. We will continue in our next video with the Parashiyot Ki Teseh and Ki Tavo. Kol Tuv.